I thought I would do an update because I haven't really done very many over the summer. So obviously the flower and herb garden, it's still in bloom and it's been beautiful all over the summer. And you'll notice that there is some changes to the allotment, and it's mainly because we've had to put a barrier up to stop the chickens getting out into other people's allotments. So we think we've covered all of the little holes that they were getting through. So this is one of the beds, but I've now dug all the potatoes up. Ended up with 7 sacks of potatoes. That's just some kohlrabi, and the rest of the bed is swede. And then these are my runner beans that have been quite disappointing up to now, but they're starting to come through, so hopefully over the next couple of weeks I'll actually get some. I've only had about 10 in total. I've been very disappointed. This was obviously one of the other potato beds, and I've dug all those up as well, and now there's courgettes in that had a slow start, but they're starting now. I've got some quite nice courgettes on them. Still getting some munch too going through. I've planted the purple munch too, and I'm still getting them off on a regular basis, so that's good. And I've still got peas coming through, so I've had quite a few peas in that. And then in this bed now I've got at the bottom end I've got beetroots, and then there's pumpkins, and again courgettes. The reason that there's a lot of courgettes is because again they had a slow start, and I just didn't think they were going to work, so I planted more, and now I've ended up with loads. So obviously all of this now is, I've just dug the potatoes out, so this all needs dug over and then sorted out for winter. So that's the job. I'm off over the next 2 weeks, so that's going to be my jobs there. This has been a beautiful border of the potager, and that has flowered for the last couple of months. All different colours and all different types of flowers. It's been beautiful. This here was a squash bed, and it just hasn't worked. I put horse manure on that was being delivered to the allotment, and I won't be doing it again because I really think that it was that's caused everything to grow so slowly. But they're starting to come up now, so hopefully I'll get something off them. This is a small kale bed. I've got kale, curly kale, dark kale, and then we've got some spinach, carrots, and at the end there we've got Swiss chard. These are my leeks in the potager. Then I've got cabbages and giant onions over in the corner there. That's my corn. Put it in late. Don't know if it's actually going to come to anything. It's got little heads on, but I think I put it in too late. And then I've got another bed of, this is broccoli, purple sprouting broccoli I think, or calabrese. So I've got that in there. I know I've got a bit too many in, but they were just what was left. And then I've just got still got some salad in that there. So that's that. And then coming along into the fruit cage. I know there's a few weeds in here. We'll be getting done next week. We had quite a number of red currants on there, but one of the chickens found them and completely stripped it. And this one had white currants on, and she stripped that as well. And this one wasn't very successful. This was the black currant and the josterberry. They didn't produce anything this year, but it was the first year, so I expected that, and it's really come on. These two have really come on, and I think it's because they didn't produce any fruit. And then this is my pumpkins, and they're looking quite big. There's quite a few of them on. Got about 6 on altogether. The blueberry is doing really well. I know it's covered by weeds, but the blueberries are still on, so they might be ready for picking. We've got absolutely tons of strawberries, gooseberries. None of the trees, we've got lots of blossom, and then they just seem to get lots of flies and like disease, and didn't produce anything. They seem to have righted themselves now, and they're getting quite a lot of growth on them, but very disappointing. Didn't get many raspberries, but again, it was the first year, so I was expecting that. But now we've got quite a few, so next year we should get quite a good crop. I mean, obviously that's the chicken run. I lost one of my chickens last week, so that was quite upsetting. But the other 3 are, as you can see, free ranging around the allotment at the moment. They come out every night for 1 to 2 hours, and they absolutely love it. So they're just busy. These are my other 2 raised beds, and that's just got black kale in, and this has got some curly kale. That's asparagus. I don't know if you can see it on the bamboo, but that's a bit of asparagus, and the rest is just curly kale. And then obviously I've still got some cabbages along there as well, which are coming on quite nicely. Something's been eating them, but I'm not bothered as long as I don't eat them all. And then we've got some nice blackberry bushes along there. We've already had about £2 worth of blackberries off them, which is quite early really, considering that it's still August. And I've just noticed there's quite a few more on, so we'll be picking them at the weekend, because if I don't pick them, the blackbird comes and helps themselves. Rhubarb. This is just the other end of what was meant to be the squash bed. And then this is the polytunnel. This is one of the polytunnels. Obviously we're getting a few little grapes on our grapevine, and the rest are just, we've had loads of salad and stuff in here, quite a lot of nasturtiums, as you can see. The fig doing quite well, and obviously the cucumbers. I mean, they're absolutely huge. I've had to give away, I've just got such a glut of cucumbers, and they're lemon cucumbers at the back. Still got some lettuce in, and a few carrots, and then these are my broccoli for the winter. I've had some in here last winter, and they lasted us right through till the crops all started coming through again, so I was really pleased about that. A few carrots in there, not doing very well. That grapevine, it has got a few grapes on, but it's definitely not doing as well as the other one. Got a little courgette down there. That's the polytunnel. One of the polytunnels. Look, the grapevine's starting to spread right along the top of the poly, which was the idea. This is the other poly. I've never really took you in here because it's a mess, but I have put some tomatoes in here, tomato plants. So the idea is that we're going to dig this all out and have beds on each side, so I've just actually put the tomatoes in pots, and I think I've got about 10 to 12 tomatoes in here, and they're all doing well, starting to ripen up. So I've had a few of the yellow ones, so that's fine. Everything seems to be behind, I don't know why. And then this is just an odd bod bed. This had some rocket and stuff in, but it's all gone to seed. This was carrots, but they didn't work. I seem to have trouble with my carrot. And then I've got another bed of potatoes there that I put in very late, but they're getting on. I think I might need to dig them up at some point. And then this is what we've been working on, well Tom's been working on over the last few weeks, and that's our new pond. So it's still in the process, so I will do another video over the next couple of weeks because he's going to finish it off, but I'm really pleased with that. So this next year should be a lovely wildlife area, and then we're hoping to put a new shed and everything up there for us, and then we're going to have a hyperbaculum or whatever it's called in the corner over there. So this is the other end of the herb and flower garden, and this woodley, I don't know if you can see it, has been absolutely fabulous. Butterflies and bees have loved it. It's been beautiful. So that's the pond, and this is our new fence that we've just been putting up. So we're going to put little gates and that up, so that should be nice. And that's the pond from this end. And then this is just the greenhouse. I'll give you a little look inside there. And that's just all the tomatoes and peppers and chilies. I've got some nice big chilies going there. All the way along, all the ones at the front of the chilies, and then all the peppers are at the back. It's really funny because only the green ones have come out, the red ones didn't, and the rest are just tomatoes, and then I've got some cucumbers down the bottom there. And that's it. I hope you've enjoyed this short update, and I'll give you another update after we've finished the pond. Thanks for watching. Bye.